Welcome back to my channel. Your favorite neighborhood unicorn is back. And we're going to do another pick a card reading. But I'm going to do this one a little bit differently because I like, even though I enjoy doing cards and reading the cards and things like that, what I like to do more is reading the energy. And even though you are sort of reading energy from the cards, it's more so reliant on the cards itself than just when I'm feeling intuitively. So that's the kind of reading that we're going to do, and we're going to do a really special one because it's not just for your soulmate, but what kind of earth angel is your soulmate. Did I say that right? So that's really fun because we found out what kind of earth angel we are, and we're going to do more of those in the future because I love doing those kinds of readings, or pick a card readings. And so finding out what earth angel your soulmate is even better because it's just really fun to see what kind of fairy, angel, the wise one, sorceress they could have been in past lives and all of that fun stuff. Like, it's just really a joy for me. So we're going to pick 3 decks. And I'm going to pick 1 card from the deck, but I'm going to mostly, like 95% of it is going to be me connecting to that group's soulmate, I guess, collectively, and drawing from that what kind of earth angel your soulmate is, or the possibilities, or even the type of hybrid or mixes that they have within their realm, or their soul origins, whatever you want to call it. So I picked my favorite decks, or some of my favorites, and these are not in particular order, at least I don't think. You can check the timestamps down below if you want to go straight to the one that you picked, but we have the magical fairies. I'm trying to see if it's in the camera. The magical fairies. One of my favorite decks ever is the magical unicorns. And then hopefully it's not blurry because it's already zoomed in, but I don't know. The mermaids. And the light's kind of funky because it's, 2-3 o'clock and it's fall time, so I look a little dark on camera, which sucks because the lighting was pretty good. I don't know when I was testing it out, but this is what we're going to do. This is how it's going to roll right now. So pick your deck. You either got the fairies, it's upside down, the fairies, the unicorns, or the mermaids, and we're going to see who your soulmate is. And I'm going to just draw 1 card right out of the deck, of each of the decks. So I think I'm feeling the unicorns. They come in, they want to come out. They want to come out. But I'm a unicorn too, so, gotta represent the set. And we'll see who the people who pick the unicorns, who your soulmate is. I guess you can't really see it. Let me see if I can, yeah. Like my shirt, it says pretty boy on it. Let's see. And the card is going to fall out, so. Okay, we got a few cards, okay. Got 2. This is interesting. Okay, ooh, this is good. This is good stuff. Okay. So we have teamwork. And we have, let me check to see if this is in. We have, I don't know this, can you, thank you. We have the share card. Okay, now it needs to refocus the share. Wow, this is like, I feel really powerful energy. Like a really fun, happy energy with these cards. Seriously. So I'm gonna tune into these things and see what we get. I'm feeling a lot of fairy energy. And when I think of fairies, the color lavender comes up a lot because for me, that's always the color of the fairy realm. And even this card has lavender and blue in it, and that's very dreamy colors. And even though this is the unicorn cards, there are fairies in this card. I'll let you guys see this. You see the fairies in this? Ain't they gorgeous? And so for you, I feel that your soulmate is so happy. He's like lit up in the inside out. And this is like non-gender specific. So if I say he, she, they, them, whoever, whatever applies to you and who you like and how you like them is what it is. But this is not gender specific. But this person is lit up from the inside out. And I'm looking at this horn right here, and it feels like he has that power, that fairy energy that's really linked to magic. And there's so many different kinds of fairies, but the one that I'm really resonating with your particular soulmate is like Tinkerbell and sort of like the Disney fairies, like that very playful, happy, joyous, childlike energy. That is who your soulmate is. And I feel like he carries this happy fairy energy that, I don't know, that pixie dust with them everywhere they go. They try to make other people happy. They want to see other people happy. They want to see people do well. I also feel like because this is the teamwork card, that they are like a counselor. So they're very emotionally aware, and they might have a career in counseling therapy or some type of talk therapy, or maybe they're a coach, but they are very into helping other people, motivating other people, and wanting to see someone else's potential be unlocked. And I feel like they bring that fairy energy, that happy, that joyous, that encouragement with them in their work. And I don't feel that specifically that's what they do for a job, but I feel like that's their life purpose, but they do it wherever they go. They might work in a completely different field, but as their life purpose is to encourage other people and more so coach them into doing what they truly want to do. That's what this person does at their like everyday job, whatever that job may be. And I also get the feeling of like water. So this person might be a hybrid, like of an elemental fairy, more specifically, like a fairy hybrid with a mermaid or merman or whatever. Mermaids are hot. I don't know, but I got this feeling of water. So I'm thinking what they're telling me, all of the divine, they're telling me it's not necessarily mermaid, but it's maybe like Atlantis. It's something relating to water. Whether they was a marine animal in a past life, or they was at Atlantis, whether they was a mermaid or was really into mermaids, whatever it is, they have this deep connection with the water and sort of like the animals within the water. So maybe this is actually a water fairy. Like, who knows? Like, take whatever resonates with you. But I feel like this person is really connected to the water. Maybe they do a lot of surfing, or they just really connected to the water, or they have that water symbolism all around them in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like people know this person as someone that really likes the ocean, that really likes the water, and that element is what comforts them when they're stressed out and things. And what else? I just get the feeling that this person is just so happy, like all the time. Very optimistic, very joyous, very loving, very kind. This person wants to see the world better, you know, wants this world to be better with them in it than not better with them in it, or by the time they passed, or whatever you want to call it. And this horn is really jumping out at me, because I feel like this person might be really connected to unicorns, or have a unicorn guide, or I feel like this person is really connected to magic. Maybe this person doesn't know that if this person knows that they are a light worker or earth angel or any of those terms, it really doesn't matter. But this person knows deep inside that they got a purpose, a bigger purpose than their 9 to 5 or whatever family or cultures they come from. Like, they know deep inside that there's something more for them out there, but they're very hesitant to really tap into it because it seems scary and kind of out of their comfort zone. But I think when you meet this person, the person who picked this group of the unicorns, because like this cat, it's almost like this cat is talking to this unicorn, trying to let them know, like, hey, you know, everything's cool, everything's chill, it's whatever. I feel like you're going to be that person that will help them connect with their inner divinity, their magic, their, I don't know, just their spirituality, whatever you want to call it. You're going to help them take that next step. And I feel like, in a way, this will be their sort of like turning point within their own personal lives to do something different than what they've done before. And that's why I think I get teamwork, because even though I don't feel necessarily that you're going to be dragging them where you're going spiritually, you are going to be that catalyst that will help them dig a lot deeper into their own sense of spirituality, their own divinity, and help them connect with who they really are. And you're sort of like, again, that turning point. And I feel like because of that, you guys are going to share a lot of intimate moments. And this is not necessarily sexual, but emotional intimacy, mental intimacy, spiritual intimacy, and even just experiences, just having fun together. Because, look, these two fairies are with the unicorn, they chilling out. You know, they're sharing the apple with the unicorn. Like, they're having a really good fucking time. And I feel like this represents the type of relationship that you, the person who picked this group, is going to have with your fairy / water-esque soulmate. And I feel like you two have a love and passion for water. So whoever who picked this, you might have a passion for water, or the symbolism of water, or something relating to the element of water. And even if you don't have a particular affinity to water, I feel like this person that you're going to meet is going to have that trait within them. And who knows, maybe that will unlock something with you. It doesn't have to, you know, take what resonates, leave the rest. But I feel like, you know, this person is really, really going to bring something very magical out of you, whether it is the magic of water, or like this very happy, optimistic energy, or just their point of view in life. And what I'm feeling, a lot of people who pick this will be wise ones, and that's like the incarnated wizards, sorcerers, high priestesses, and the like. And fairies and wise ones often get together because they share a lot of experiences together, working together. Again, teamwork, and, you know, even sharing, that's like part of teamwork. You have to share within teamwork. And, you know, a lot of incarnate wizards, wise ones, and fairies, elementals, you know, have that bond and connection. So they always come together to, you know, share whatever it is that they wanted to do before they decided to come into this particular Earth experience. So, yeah, this is a really great soulmate that you guys have, and a great connection that you guys will have. And I feel like the people, whether it's the soulmate that you're seeking or the person who chose this particular group, you guys want that kinship. You don't want just a run-of-the-mill one-night stands, or just a person that you're going to have for, like, I don't know, a year or even 10 years. You want the lifetime soulmate. So you really want that deep connection, that the instant that you lock eyes on this person, you know this person is your soulmate. And this person is it. So I feel like this is a lot of confirmation in who you already know, who your soulmate is, whether you met this person or not. You know, whoever it is that you're attracted into your life, or the person that you really want to be with, you know, that person will be your soulmate. Even if it's not the person you think you know, it might be someone else, or whatever, how that ever works out. This person will really be that lifetime soulmate that you're looking for. And you guys are going to have a beautiful relationship together, a family, and I guess, whatever else that you particularly want in a relationship. And this is a really great energy. It's funny because I wasn't reading strictly from the cards. I was coming from my intuitive abilities and reading energies and shit like that. But I feel like the cards was very dead on with this. Very, very dead on. And so that's really cool. But this person is very helpful, very collaborative. They really like to help. They're very helpful. And they will want to help you in everything that you're doing, especially with wise ones. We are typically the entrepreneurs. We're the innovators. We're often eccentric. We often go off the beaten path. Like, we don't do things traditionally. And that even goes for all, like, Earth Angels, but especially with wise ones. We do our own fucking thing. And this person will be a support to all of your dreams. And that's what the person who picked this really wants in their lifetime relationship. And wise ones especially want lifetime partnerships, wants the soulmate, and want that kinship. They don't want just anyone else. They don't want to settle. They want equal. They want that equal partner that really gets them and understands them. And that's what you're going to get with this. So, I mean, good job. I think a lot of you guys who picked this was really working hard with, like, manifesting and, you know, meditating and all the spiritual practices, whatever it is that you do, you know, to really attract in your soulmate. And this is confirmation that that person is coming. I'm not sure when or how, but this person is coming, and you will get that person within your lifetime. So, yeah, I feel like the angels around me, like, celebrating and, you know, having a good time. So that's, like, real confirmation right there. If anyone out there is very discouraged, if they're just going to find a particular soulmate, the type of person that they really want that connection with, you know, mind, body, and spirit. So that was group one who picked, or I guess, yeah, this is the first group, so that would be group one who picked the unicorns. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. I do a much more in-depth soul origins reading and soulmate readings. It's in my shop. Check it out. If you really want to go deep on who exactly a soulmate is, those readings will help you, you know, dive really deep on that person and even yourself in attracting that person. So, till next time, I will see you guys later. Have a good time. Bye. What am I feeling? We're going to do fairies. Oh, we're going to do fucking fairies. They're like, yes, it's our time. And I love the fairies. Like, you know, when you're a kid and everyone had their favorite mythical creature, like unicorns and, I guess, wizards and stuff. Like, the mythical creature that I first, like, knew instantly that I loved was fairies. And even though I'm not completely 100% sure if I am a hybrid of, like, an elemental, I know that I have a deep connection with the elementals and especially fairies. Like, I've always been into fairies and nature and stuff like that. Like, that's like my home. That's like my religion. That's like my everything. And so these are like cards that I really connect with and really love. And I want to get Doreen's other, like, healing with the fairies cards, because this is the magical messages from the fairies. And so we're going to see who your soulmate is and what his soul origins are, what type of earth angel he is, what realm he's from, and the fairy is going to help us with that. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards, let you guys see. I'm going to pre-shuffle them, which is I don't shuffle them in a very special way at all, but I've been doing this for years, so it's what else. Okay, let's see, one more. You really want me to really mix these up. God damn it. Alright, now, here we go. Oh, I've got hair all over my face and then my hair. I mean, sorry, guys. Oh, we got one. I want to do another one. Oh, shit. Okay, this is one of the ones that actually fell out the first time. Whoa. Ooh, so, here we go. This is interesting. We got spring. springtime. And then we have debt paid off. Now, I'm not going to take this literally. And I'm going to just tune into the energy anyway. So, alright. Wow, okay. This is a really cool group here. I feel like the realm of your soulmate is a mix of a star person or a star person mixed with an incarnated angel, and I forgot. I guess that mix is typically called cherub, but it's not cherub because even though there's a particular mix of earth angel, it doesn't mean it equals the same result like cherubs. Like it's different. It's all different sorts and kinds of hybrid realms and stuff like that. Oh my god, I need to get the book. I need to get the book. I think it's in here. I'm not familiar with every single realm, especially the realms that I don't come from, or let's see. It's not in this book, but there is a Earth Angel realm that it's pretty much like Night Paladin, but it's more towards star people versus because that's like a wise one mixed with some group. I don't remember, but it doesn't really matter. But I feel like your soulmate is like a star person. That's their main realm, and their sub realm or realms is like more than likely wise one. Even though I'm not feeling like super a lot of wise one energy, but it's mixed with star person and angel. But I feel this very night energy, like kings and knights, that type of thing. I feel like this person is a real protector. I forgot what the realm is called, and it's not in this version. There's an updated version, and I think the realm that I'm thinking about is in that particular. It's in the updated version of this. I'm probably going to get that now since I'm doing these videos and stuff. But this person is sort of like, I'm trying to find the words. It's so hard. I'm trying to find the actual name of the realm. I think it's like Star Knights or something, but they're pretty much like the Night Paladin, except they're like cosmic. So your soulmate, this door, it's my closet door. I got a thing when doors are just like open, or more so when the closet door is like open and you see all the shit in it. Anyway, but your soulmate is definitely like a star person, but definitely mixed with like incarnate angel, and this person is a real protector. But the funny thing is, because your soulmate main realm is star person, they're not the in-your-face bouncer type of protector that we all tend to think about. This person has a lot of that protective energy within themselves. So you won't see it like face first. At least not like at first glance. They won't look like a bouncer. They won't look like someone who's in like the police force or something like that. But this person will be. They might be a little scrawny because that's like a common physical trait for like star people, is that they're or I forgot, but they tend to be like really lanky and maybe tall. I'm not sure. Gotta refresh on that type of information, but they tend to be very lanky. And this person, at least physically, won't look like the protector, bouncer, or police person, militant type. Not that I'm saying they are those things, but they have this very protective energy about them, and I feel like they connect very deeply to knights and warriors and like Vikings and like things of that nature, like those archetypes are, you know, the things that they really connect to and that they bring into, you know, their life, or they want to not just feel protected, but to protect others. And since they're a star person, star people are very into the healing arts and things like that. So maybe this person channels that sort of warrior-esque night energy into a different modality of healing, like Reiki, like a different form of Reiki, or their own type of Reiki, or some type of different energy healing, or what they call it now, a medical intuitive, I forgot what it was called, but this person, your soulmate, is very into like healing as well. So they're not just a protective type of person who wants to protect people, but they want to more so protect, I guess, their inside. So I guess this is more of a doctor protecting people from diseases type of thing. Not that they're exactly a doctor. I feel like they don't resonate with anything like mainstream or the things they're supposed to do. Like they're very into like spirituality and how things could be, and trying to progress energy healing and science and, you know, innovative things and engineering sets, like things that also are common among star people and I guess blends of star people. And this is really odd. I just realized that it might not be exact, but these two cards that I even never really got to or referred to, their colors are switched between, I guess, the main color of the card and like the font color of the cards, and it's even in the back, like that purple and yellow energy. And when I get those two colors together, I mean, this could be the aura color, or these just could be representative of the qualities that they have. Because violet is, if someone has a life color of violet, they are very innovative, they want to save the world, they're very into saving the world and world peace and things of that nature. But the yellow is a very happy color, someone who's sensitive but also playful. They're very lighthearted, they don't take things seriously, they want to play, they're very playful. And if you look, there's a child on this, or a baby fairy or whatever, and that's sort of like, on the outside they want to look very stern, but on the inside they going to want to feel playful, like they want somebody to play with. And with debt paid off, I feel like, let's see, the old weight and having a debt is listed from you in your life, and I don't think this has to do with anything with your soulmate as far as debt and money, since we're not really focusing on those things. But when I look at this fairy, this person looks very lighthearted. And that's again what I'm feeling from your soulmate, like this person wants to feel lighthearted. Because for a lot of earth angels, you know, daily life can just be a drag, just to put it very simply. And we can be very weighed down by, you know, the standards of the world or what other people want us to do and expectations. And so with this relating to your soulmate's realm, I feel like they're very overcumbered by the expectations of others, and I feel like that comes from the star seed, star person side of things, because a lot of star people, you know, have just no fucking clue on how to be like normal and blend in with like humans and people. Like we try, you know, we look and observe and try to do things, but we're just us, and we're just awkward as fuck. So it just kind of shows in that way. So I feel like your soulmate really does kind of stick out, but not like physically, but more so with when you talk to them and things like that. You would know like this person is thinking on a completely different level, and you're really going to enjoy that, because I feel like you might be a star person or mixed with the star person realm, or you just really like people that are just on the leading edge of things and are really creative and really imaginative, which is like key traits of like star people anyway. And I don't know, like I feel like I'm blabbering on, but I'm just kind of like connecting the dots and all the things that's just coming to me. But this person, the fact that he's mixed with like star person and like incarnate angel, and incarnate angels, they are very helpful. They want to see people happy and everything like that. And this sort of warrior knight sort of blend of stuff, you know, your soulmate, he's really he, they, it. they are really into like healing other people, and I feel like they have a big dream of opening up a center of some sort so that they can heal people in bigger quantities and better ways than like traditional medicine and things. And this is something that your soulmate is very passionate about, and you might be passionate about that as well, because often soulmates have very similar or complementary life purposes or talents or just things that they enjoy and want to see in the world. Like, those things tend to align in some way, shape, or form. So you might really want to be like a doctor or a nurse or a healer or some type of healer, because healing doesn't mean necessarily you're healing with crystals and all the out of this world shit. It could be just doing a feng shui or interior design or graphic design, like anything that puts anything that's out of balance into balance, because everything is a state of healing. Like, that's what I've come to the conclusion to, that everything is in the state of healing. It's just, if you're blocking it, you're not going to get the healing, you're going to get sick. So you and your soulmate, you are very into trying to heal as much as possible. And I feel like where the debt comes in is that you guys overwork yourself. You worry too much. You try too hard. And that's very common among star people, that they're workaholics. I do that a lot. And my dad, who was like quintessential star person, works a lot. And is very like, works very hard at things. And so that can be detrimental to like relationships and keeping up with people, and even to your health, because when you overwork, you're going to, get sick eventually because you're overworking yourself. So I feel like with debt paid off, it's more so like you guys are working too hard on trying to make your dreams come true. Chill out a little bit, let your ideas come to you, listen to your intuition, meditate, do whatever, and allow this to be easy, so you won't feel so like weighed down by your own dreams, because whatever it is that you desire, the universe can give it to you in full form. You just have to get out of your own way. And so I feel like the connection, because I'm feeling the connection between you who picked this reading and your soulmate. The connection that you guys have, I feel like you guys already know each other. Whether you met this person or not, I feel like you guys already have a very strong spiritual, emotional, telepathic connection. So maybe you had dreams about this person. Maybe you just have intuitive nudges about this person. Maybe you've been getting signs of this person for years. I'm not sure what the case may be. You would know that better than I do. But you guys are very connected, and y'all been doing this work, like this healing and things like that, for many, many lifetimes in many different ways and many different forms. And this is the type of work that you guys love to do. It's a joy, and which is really important why you guys need to chill the fuck out, because you did this before. So allow what you already know intuitively deep in your heart to surface, so that those steps to get to where you need to go will reveal themselves to you. And really, like, just chill a little bit, because a star, we go through all these anxieties and overthinking, and we're just a hot mess on planet Earth, to be quite frank. But either way, your soulmate is definitely someone who really cares about people and wants to see them well and wants to heal them, and has very strong intuitive abilities, very strong healing abilities, and they're very much so that mix of star person and incarnate angel, and have this like very intense night energy that they want to connect to every single day. And anything else, I feel like I'm being guided to give you advice on how to attract this person. And what I'm sensing is that you're spinning your wheels. So whatever it is that you're doing, that you're trying to do to manifest your soulmate. Sorry, my camera cut off, but just chill, just relax, and just really allow yourself to be guided and to just flow down stream towards your soulmate, because you guys are going to meet. That's like no joke. That is like absolutely the highest truth of it all. That you guys will meet because you've been doing it for many, many, many lifetimes. So trust in it and just let go of what you think you need to be and do and have to manifest a soulmate, because you guys are already connected in spirit. It's just a matter of time before you guys meet in the physical realm. And that's all that I'm getting. Like, your soulmate is a star person mixed with an incarnate angel, and they're sort of like this sort of star night warrior who's into healing and wants to see the world be really well. And you guys already know each other on some type of spiritual level and a deep level. You guys are going to meet eventually soon, whatever the timage is, and you guys, the person who picked this, just chill the fuck out. It's going to happen. Trust yourself, trust your angels, trust your guides. Everything is going to be okay. And if you want a more in-depth reading, I do them. It's in my shop below. I go through everything between who your soulmate from is, the occupation, like just everything. So if you're really interested in knowing more and getting really deep, you know, just contact me or just like buy from the store and I'll roll that out right for you. But thank you guys so much who picked this group. Like, your soulmate is fucking cool. I love like star people that like that's my tribe, like for real. And so I love the mixes of star people, because what's really funny about out of all the realms, out of all the main realms, which is Wise One, Elementals, Star People, and Incarnate Angels, out of those four main realms, whatever gets mixed with Star Person or vice versa, it's like some weird, crazy, out of the box shit. Like with other mixes, it makes sense and it relates, but with Star People, it just turns that being soul person into like a very unique creature, and it's just amazing. And I can definitely relate to that, because I'm mixed with Star Person is my main realm, and I'm mixed with a bunch of stuff, and it's just like, it's like a hot mess, but in a good way. And they're just really, really magical. So this is always fun to do, especially with star people, since like we really get each other and we just know when we meet, you know, our kin. So this is really fun. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys come back again for another reading or video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. And I feel like we saved the best for last, which is the mermaids and dolphins. And it's really funny because the last few years I've been so into mermen. It's like ridiculous. Like, I've never been like particularly into mermaids or mermen, but like in the last 4 or 5 years, it's like mermen is like the sexiest things in the world, and I fucking love it. Like it's not fan fiction, but it's this person who makes fictional gay yaoi novels featuring like fantasy creatures and fantasy realms. And so this person did a story that centered around mermen, and it's like the best shit ever. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Now I'm like moved on, not necessarily moved on, sort of kind of, by now I'm moved on to elves, and now I'm like super into that, and I'm reading stories around elves falling in love with each other, and it's just amazing. But I'm just going to mix up the cards, like just mix them up before I shuffle them, but it's really, really good. I'll link it down below. Her or the website's name is called Ray the Rain, like he's raining in like a horse or something. If you guys are really into like gay male novels and stories with like a heavy, that's like super heavy on like the fantasy and shit, that's the person that you go to. So I'll just link that below. I really highly recommend it if you're really into that. Like, I love it. And it has like sex in it and stuff, but it's really good. It's really good. Okay. So we're going to do yours. Let's see. I'm going to pick 2 cards. Oh God, I'm so hungry right now. Ooh, nice. Nice. Okay, we got one. Ooh. Let's see. We're going to take another one. I like this 2-1-2-1-2. Oh, this is really good. I think I want to do another. Do I want to do one more? No. Yes. Let's do one more. Just some extra information. This is good stuff. I never did this kind of reading. This is my first time doing this kind of reading. And I love it. I think I'm going to be doing this a whole lot more. This is absolutely so much fun. Oops. I got a lot of cards. I'm not going to do all the cards. Oh. Hey. Okay, we got 2 other cards, but that's fine. This is really good stuff right now. Okay, so the first card that we got is Blessed Change. Let's see that. Make sure you see this. We have Protection, which is funny because the last group, their soulmate was super into protection. But we had the Fairy card, so I don't think that card deck had anything regarding like protection. Let's see, we got Consult an Expert. I never see this fucking card, let me tell you, so it's gonna be fun. And this is a nice card. Healing Heart. Or Healing Heart. Yay. Healing Heart. Yes, it is. Trying to. I feel like your soulmate is a leprechaun, and that's a wise one, an elemental mix. I just get very heavy elemental energy. Like maybe a gnome. Maybe elf. I think it might be elf here. Because I'm getting this sort of a lot of wise one, intelligent energy. I feel like a being is like coming in right now. It's the first time this happened in this video. And for some reason, when I started, like when I went to get the cards and like, okay, we're going to do the last one, I felt that we're going to save the best for life. Like this is huge shit right here. So I think that's why, because something is coming in and, you know, is guiding me through all of this, and I feel a lot of elf energy, a lot of intelligent energy, a lot of elemental energy. And when I say heavy, I don't mean like negative heavy. It just feels, it's like a painting. Like when you're using paint, sometimes you use a little bit to make whatever you want to make, or you use a lot of heavy paint, like a lot of a color, a lot of saturation. And that's what I mean when it means heavy. It just feels like very intense elemental energy, just a lot of elemental energy. It just feels like loads and loads and loads of like elemental alpha energy. And to me, when I think of elves, I always think of like the Lord of the Rings type of elves, like the very elegant type of elves, not like Keebler or fucking Rice Krispie treats and shit. I mean like the real elegant type of elves. Like I don't know, like elves could exist in all sorts of forms and stuff, but that's usually what I connect to, or what sort of comes to me when I think of elves. And I always get very intelligent energy, very bougie. Like they are very elegant, they're very high quality, they like high quality things. They are very into just having the best, in the best way. But they're very, I don't want to say cold, but they can be, depending, I don't know. But I'm not saying this is like your soulmate, by the way. I'm just talking like general elf, whatever. But I feel like it's almost like your soulmate's guide has come in. So that's very interesting, and I feel like this is more of a message to you than to who your soulmate is. And cause like we got Blessed Change, Healing Heart, Consoling Expert, and Protection. So I feel like you might have felt very lost in who your soulmate might be, or maybe you're stuck in between people. And I feel like you need to seek help or consult an expert. And however, whatever that means to you as far as an expert is, that's up to you. But I feel like you guys are very detached or cut off from your soulmate. Maybe you wanted one and then you just feel blocked. Because this has healing heart, blessed change, protection, consult an expert. And more so, let's say, healing heart and protection. Then we have blessed change and consult an expert. So I feel like you guys' heart was broken. What I'm feeling, like really feeling the energy, it feels like you guys really want a soulmate, but you don't really believe. And that's why this reading is what it is right now. And it's very different from the first two. That was very strictly who your soulmate is. But I feel like you guys are so cut off from your own magic and from your own happiness and joy that you're in your own way as far as attracting a mate that will really treat you well, that really gets to understand you. Because I feel like whoever you are that's watching this, you feel like no one gets you at all. And that really disturbs you, and that makes you feel that whatever it is that you want to do in life, you're unable to do it, or your dreams can't come true because other people need to get you before you can have permission to do the things that you truly want to do. And that's a fucking lie. You don't need anybody's permission to do what you want to do. Turn your magic all the way the fuck on. Whatever it is that you truly want to do in your life, you have to tune into that. You got to tune into what it is that truly makes you happy. It has nothing to do with what you give to other people or what you think will give you accolades as far as these human trophies and things like that. What is it that you truly want to do that truly makes you happy? Connect with that every day. Make sure you do things related to that every day, and really be honest with yourself with what you really want, especially when it comes to a mate. Because when we feel down and out, we expect that having a partner will make it better, will make us feel better. But the truth is, if you're not happy by yourself, and then you're with someone else, and depression or sadness is your baseline, then that's going to be your baseline, and that's going to affect the relationship. You can't depend on someone else to make you happy. You have to cultivate that within yourself. And that's very important, especially when you're on a spiritual path, when you're an earth angel or an empath or starseed, elemental, whoever, whatever, a light worker. You have to cultivate the happiness within yourself, because when you're not connected with your own sense of joy and happiness, everything just becomes a lot harder, and your intuition becomes very, very blocked. And so I feel like you've been running around trying to create something, whether it's a business or a job or a project, whether it's creative strictly or not creative. You've been trying to do something just to make yourself feel valuable and worthy. And what I'm feeling is that you need to just tune into your own self-love. You have to love yourself just the way you are, and do things from a place of self-love. And that's not taking bubble baths and reading books and drinking tea. I'm not talking about that traditional activities that we relate to self-love. I mean loving yourself. What self-love is loving yourself no matter what. Even the nastiest bullshit, the crappiest part of ourselves. We love those parts of ourselves too, and we give ourselves unconditionally what we want, even when we're not perfect, even when we have physical imperfections that we don't like, or we're not as smart, or we think we're not as smart as the next person, or we failed in something, or someone left us. It doesn't matter. We love ourselves anyway, because we know that when we're tuned into our own self-love, the doors just open, and the universe will always give you what you want. And it has nothing to do with you having or not having something. It's you being an energetic match to what you want. That's the only thing that keeps you away from what you want, is that you're not on your own team, and you're not thinking thoughts that aligns towards what you truly want. You're thinking thoughts that is, I don't believe I can have that, or I'm not good enough, or I just don't have the skills. those types of thoughts do not give you what you want, because those things are about what you don't have. But you need to start talking about the things that you do have. Like, I am worthy for love. I am worthy for this business. I have the skills. I have the tools. I will be guided to everything that I need. And it's that mindset shift that you truly need to really make this work. Because with blessed change, let's see, a major life change brings you great blessings. And this is like, with your mindset, a mindset shift creates those big lifetime major changes. And I know that for myself, because I was very depressed for like damn near a lifetime. And it came to a point where if I didn't change how I was thinking and feeling, I was going to end up in a hospital. So I just had to change how I was thinking, what I was doing. Like, I start getting into the Abraham teachings, really listening to that, really taking it seriously. And slowly but surely, things have shifted and things have not been the same. Doesn't mean I've never been depressed. I haven't been nowhere near as depressed as I was then, but I have my ups and downs, and some periods of time have been better than others. But across the board, life has been far better. And it's because I was on my own team. I might have not been on my own team all the way, all the time, but I was on my own team more so than I was not on my team and going against myself and what I wanted. So you have to be more open to who you really are. Oh, my camera shut down again. But you have to be willing to see yourself differently, to tell a different story. And that's really going to make this shift to you believing you can really have a soulmate. And I think now that I've said all of those things, I feel like I can definitely get into who your soulmate actually is now. Because I definitely felt that very strongly, and I felt like that was your guide. And, you know, we all connected. I mean, that could have been my guide as well. Who knows, who fucking cares? But that was your guide, that was your guardian angel, whatever you want to call it. And that was a message that you really needed to hear before you could hear about like who your soulmate is. Because none of that shit really matters if you don't believe you can have it. Because that is what's going to block you from getting it in the first place. And it doesn't matter what you have or don't have. It's all about your thoughts and just what you're thinking and how it makes you feel. If it doesn't make you feel good, then you're going off your path. If it makes you feel good, you're going closer to your path. So, let me tune in again to your soulmate and see what happens. I'm getting a lot of wise one energy. And I'm also getting star person as well. I don't think that's their main realm, but I think that is like a sub-realm. I think more than likely your soulmate is a wiser one, which is like the incarnated priestesses, wizards, you know, healing doctors, you know, all that type of stuff, you know, those kinds of people and occupations. Your soulmate is definitely like heavy on the wise one and very into the galactic and cosmic realms. And that's where I'm getting like the sort of star cosmic energy from. And I feel like this person is very quiet, very intuitive, very into themselves. They don't talk much. Not to say that they're never going to talk or you won't have any deep conversations, but I feel like this person is very internally focused and very introverted. And that doesn't mean that they don't like to go out. They might love going out to nature and hiking and just doing things, but they're not very into socializing with other people. That's just something that gives them no joy. So they might really be into creating. So I feel like they're a very creative soul. And, you know, with a lot of earth angels, and especially wise ones, they tend to be really creative in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like this is no different for your soulmate. I feel like your soulmate is very much into writing and alchemy and things of that nature. They're into the secrets of the universe, which is very the key trait of wise ones. We're very into the secrets of the universe because we already know. We've already been through earth life and connected to the spiritual realms for millennia. So we're always drawn to the occult, the secret societies, you know, all the things that is considered taboo or you're not supposed to know that. Like, we're very into that stuff. We're always into digging out the truth. We're often like the whistleblowers in our family, especially if we grew up in a very toxic household with a lot of dysfunction and what have you. Like, we're typically the ones that try to either heal it, balance it out, or just whatever. And usually it doesn't work out because dysfunction is what it is. Like, it doesn't change with one person. But we often play the role of the, again, whistleblower or the peacekeeper, or somehow trying to keep the balance there. And I feel like with your soulmate is about, or let's put this in another way, your soulmate is just very internal. They're very secretive, and I get a lot of those qualities of Scorpio, which is, again, like, if we boiled down wise ones as a sign, Scorpio would just hit it right on the head. Very intense, eccentric, spiritual, emotional, all of that stuff. And I feel like the connection that you have for your soulmate is a very, very deep one. I feel like there might have been mermaids together in a past life, or, I don't know, another dimension. I get this feeling of that water really connects you guys, and the stars. So you guys are both very into, like, galactic things, whether it's, like, spiritual in that sense, or very scientific and physical, like actual galaxies, NASA, space travel, shit like that, or, you know, something more mystical and fantasy-based, like Star Trek, I guess, and sci-fi. But you guys are very connected in a deep way. And I feel like because both of you have gone through a lot of hurt, you guys are very discouraged from love. Because it's very common for earth angels and very sensitive people, especially people that are very spiritual connected, that are very connected to their emotions and their intuition. You know, things hurt us, or we feel things much deeper than, I guess, the average person. So what an experience that another person might not be much to the next person might really hurt us in a much deeper way, or hurt you in a much deeper way. So I feel like whether it was a relationship or not a relationship, or even with family or friend, whatever disappointment that you experienced then is blocking you from believing that you really have someone that really truly understands you, which is, again, what I was explaining before. And again, like, I just feel this very watery cosmic energy, especially with this mermaid and this particular card that has the moon on it. So I feel like you guys are very connected to the moon and the stars and the water. I just get this feeling of this very deep cosmic energy. And even with this, it's like this represents your connection. It's almost like you guys are coming from two different backgrounds. And I mean in divinity sense, like your realms, and you're coming together and you just have this understanding, this love, this connection, this passion, this compassion that, you know, really trumps anything else that you experience. And I feel like you guys know this amongst yourself. You know this very deeply. You know, it's on the surface, but because you know this so deeply and you're not around people that know this what you know, it kind of, you just don't express it. And it feels like it's never going to happen, or you're fucking crazy. And you're not crazy. And, you know, allow yourself to really feel your feelings and to process them and to know that you will get your soulmate. Like, you're already connected. That's the major thing. You're already connected to your soulmate. There's nothing that can really keep you apart except yourself when you're thinking, you know, it's never going to happen, or you're undeserving and things like that. Like, just allow yourself to have what you want. Like, truly allow yourself to have what you want in this. Let's see. I feel like your soulmate is very into books. I might have said that before, in writing. And I just get this very, like, heavy wise one energy. Like, they're not, you just won't see them out and about all the time, like a very extroverted person that's talking everyone up in everyone's face and happy and spraying love and glitter and shit. Like, this person is very, like, to themselves, very private, very practical. they still spiritual and things of that nature, but they like simple things. They very much so like the simple life. They want to live by the earth. They want to connect with the earth more and connect their spirituality more. And they're very loving and kind people. They just don't let people in. And they like it that way because it's less drama, less heartbreak, less disappointments. And even when you guys get together, you guys will have a special connection that you can just sit in a room with peace and quiet reading books, and you guys will still feel deep love for each other. And that's a very special connection, a very deep connection. And it's not the typical big old honeymoon and Cupid's flying everywhere, you're going out on dates, and like that very over the top sort of romantic or whatever you relate to, or whatever is your style of having a life partner. It's more, you guys have your own way of connecting and having your own way of having a relationship that really works for the both of you, which is probably can be connected why you guys are discouraged on if you even have the soulmate that you really want. But the answer is always yes. You can have it any way you want. It's up to you, because we manifest everything in our lives. And once we really get connected to our inner being, our source, our fucking magic, we can create anything. But it starts with us. Like, we in control of all that stuff. And unless you really tap in and really start opening yourself up to what you really want, it's always going to feel like a drag. It's always going to feel like a dream. When you can definitely have what you want. It's just up to you to really bring that to fruition. And I'm going to draw just one more card and see what extra information I can give you guys, because I think I'm going to pick these little coins. Let's see what you guys get. So I feel like you guys kind of got not the short end of the stick, but your reading was very different from, it wasn't that different, but since you guys had a very had an extra message about you kind of blocking yourself from love, it kind of chewed up a lot of the time or energy that I was getting from the actual soulmate. So I feel like, oh shit, hold on a second. We got practice and definitely yes. That can only mean one thing. Your soulmate, the one that you really want, that is a definite yes. You have to practice new thoughts, feelings, a mindset of having what you want and being the unique you. And definitely yes, you are worthy. You are going to have your soulmate. That's a sure thing. That's a sure thing. I mean, what else? How good can that get? You guys, just chill. Love yourself. Really practice new thoughts and feelings. And really get in touch with who you are. Because the more you get in touch with who you are, naturally your soulmate will come about. And my battery is dying. So I'm going to wrap this reading up. Thank you guys for this, for letting me read for you. If you want a more in-depth reading, go to my shop in the description bar. I have the soulmate readings and the Earth Angel readings there. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.